All right, what's up, everybody? Here we are again. Somehow we haven't been canceled yet. It's amazing. And
How do you cancel YouTube?
Don't find a way.
Well, you know what? I was banned from Twitter for the last couple days, so I guess you can't get banned.
How do you get banned from Twitter?
I told Jim DeMint to jump off a cliff.
That might do it.
Yeah, it might do
would
it.
do it.
Yeah,
That might
fuck
do
that
it.
guy.
All right, well, anyway, obviously we have Brian here, Phil, Jack, Craig, TW, and Mark behind the equipment,
That's
whatever
right.
that is.
The scenes.
It's legit stuff. They make us look good. They make us sound good, and that's hard to do.
We should take a picture of that from this
Oh, we
angle so
will,
people get
one
to
day.
see what the effort is here.
Yeah.
You know?
And today we're actually back at the Peekskill Brewery, like the Peekskill Mug Club.
We're having a little Indian
I don't have
summer
my
here.
mug, but yeah, it's
I
beautiful
mean,
weather, so we decided to do it outside. and
Cleveland
just say-
Baseball Club weather.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Washington football team weather. We decided to take it outside. It's ridiculous. I mean, this is Westchester County, Peekskill, New York, which, you know, we say Peekskill. A lot of you guys might not know what Peekskill is. We're about an hour north of New York City, right in the Hudson Valley, right on the Hudson River. Beautiful. And you can't tell. You can't smell, obviously, through YouTube and all that stuff, right? That's what I was told.
Yeah, you can't smell through a YouTube.
That would be
no.
But we have
smell-o-vision.
so much.
Yeah, right? Smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision.
Scratch,
Listen, we'll
scratch
kick-
and sniff.
We'll kick Jack off the show when Smell-o-vision comes out. I promise you.
yeah.
There's the Metro North. Oh, no,
And we have
there it is.
trains, too. So let's hold on. Three,
and
2, 1.
2,
Oh, look, there's
1.
Riley.
All right, let's go. Here
well,
we go.
that's one way of getting to Peekskill.
That's true. Yes,
Yeah,
we're
it's
right
about
on the
55
train.
minute,
Yeah, right on the
56
train
minute
stop.
The most beautiful ride you could ever have up
Absolutely.
the Hudson.
Yep.
And it's great for hikers and cyclists. We have restaurants all over the place, great cuisine, and of course, like we guys, you know, what we do is breweries, beer, and we know that. And we're sitting at one of our favorites right here at the Peekskill Brewery. These guys have been nonstop great to us for some of you guys more than 10 years, 12 years, me 7, and I can't go wrong here, obviously, because I'm drinking one right now.
And I got a bigger one over here.
But we're going to take that time today because seriously, like if you're from New York City or, you know, Rockland, any counties around New York or whatever, the tri-state area, there are so many hidden gems in Westchester, in Peekskill and surrounding areas, especially when we're talking about breweries, and we're going to talk about some of them right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, listen, we do have a lot of breweries around here, and I'm actually kind of curious, like, I know everybody's got their favorites. I have my favorites, and of course, we're loyal to PB. You know, this is home base.
Absolutely. Home base, clubhouse, everything.
But, you know, you from Albany all the way down the river, like anywhere before the dams start on the Hudson, I mean, we have breweries on either side of the river. In fact, I got a couple that I think we should open up.
Well, for sure.
I got this, so I got a cellar, and I age a lot of beer, and it's pretty full and good. So I threw a couple of my locals in here, and I think we're going to start with Brown's Brewery. This is up in Troy, New York, just a pinch north of Albany. There's a whiskey barrel-aged porter, aged up for about 5 years in my cellar.
Whew.
So while you guys are talking about some of your favorites, I'll go ahead and pour us a taste, all right?
There you go.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Toss me that
I have
clever
the
plug.
perfect tool to open that there,
like
sir.
right now, obviously,
Can you
this
get
Peekskill Brewery, I've got my Eastern.
Hey, Happy
Nice.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
I almost
Champagne.
got
Thank you.
choked out by that. Hey, Chris Lynch, what's going on?
Oh, there he is.
Good morning, Chris.
No, the Eastern Standard, obviously, the go-to one for me.
Wow, look at the color on
And
that.
the fact that I live right up the hill.
Yeah, we'll see how
Helps.
this is.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll
Ooh,
see.
That is.
The problem with cellar beer is you don't know what you're going to get some of the time.
So we should have Jack
want a
try
cellar
first
beer?
and see if he survives that.
Yeah,
eh?
right? Because my go-to is Skills Pills right here from Peekskill Brewery, and I'm thinking this will not taste like that,
That's it.
which is fine, though. It has great color.
Yeah.
All right, cheers, guys.
All right, let's see what we
Cheers.
got here. Oh, I
Cheers.
see. I
Cheers.
see some.
There will be some
I see
sediment.
some.
Oh, yeah.
Focal banger type stuff going on.
Nice knowing you guys if something should go wrong.
That's awesome. It
That
really
really
is
Holy
awesome.
jeez.
Oh, that's good.
So there you go, guys. I'm
Yeah.
not going to let you down. And that's
Oh,
why
no,
that's
that-
why
no,
I
this
cellar
is
a lot of
really
my
good.
beer.
And what one was that again?
This is the Brown's whiskey barrel aged porter. I don't know if
Brown's.
it's a regular, but actually one of the former girls that works here at PB just took a job up at Brown's. She is the general
Lashana?
manager.
Yeah.
Lashana, yeah.
Awesome.
She is a hell of a chick.
Wow.
I'm really happy that she got a job up there.
Oh,
'cause
yeah,
I think
that's
she's-
awesome.
She's going to run the show.
How
Hey,
powerful
wait,
is What's the
where's
octane
Brian?
on this?
This is only like a 5%. Most porters are fairly low.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, once you get into like your imperial stouts, they do age a little bit better.
Right.
But I'm not of the mind that everything's got to be a big dumb beer. Like I got another beer here. I'll pop in them, while we're doing our picks or something.
Right.
It's a totally different beer. I'll talk about it when we get to that.
Okay, cool.
Where is Browns? What city?
Troy.
Troy. Oh, geez. Yeah.
So it's up there a little bit.
It's up there, but tasting, judging by this, it's worth the trip.
Yep.
It is.
It is.
I'm not going to be the DD driving for this one.
No.
We're actually
That's
talking
a
about
short
taking a little
straw.
trip. I know that when COVID hit this year, Newberg, who's one of our best friends in the world,
Super Dave and
Super
Paul.
Dave and Paul.
Well known as, yep.
Started doing home delivery service. Free delivery if you bought a certain amount of beer. So we've been buying cases, but we've also discovered a few things.
Jesus.
Oh
Took
God!
me forever. Yeah, I got some Newbergs here.
All right.
We're
Now
going
it's
through
a
the whole
party.
gamut. Newberg's really good. And the owner, those guys are great. We've met them.
Awesome.
We partied with
We
them.
partied with them.
They
So
are
yeah, we had
great.
all our beer
There's-
delivered to Stacy Court over where Phil lives. This guy pulls up, and his car's dragging on the damn ground. And he opens his trunk, and it's just more Newberg beer than
Oh,
you'll
there was
ever
like
ever
14 or
have.
15
Yeah,
cases.
We should
15
post that
cases.
picture that we have.
We
Yeah,
should.
yeah,
The one
we
when we
can-
have it
I'll
stacked.
send it
Oh,
over to
boy.
the producer after we tape.
Here's what I got
Absolutely.
today. I got a 4-pack Grab 'em all. It's a Mega Boss, which is their IPA, their standard IPA, 7%.
Yep.
The Giga Boss, it's a double IPA, 9%. Try that one at home, kids. Trust me. The Infinity Boss, which blew my mind. This is one of their IPAs that they made just with themselves.
Yeah, so it's a new series they're doing.
7.8. I didn't realize it was that much of an ass kicker.
Yeah,
but
it's a
it
new
is.
series. Basically, a lot of breweries do this hop series where they use 1 or 2 hops, but it's the same base beer. And so this is their Infinity Boss, which, as I'm interpreting, means that there's so many different hop varieties and different ways to slightly manipulate a beer that they.
It's infinity, right? The
There's-
chances
so-
and combinations.
But this is great.
Right.
It's a real kind of, it's not it's not a New England IPA. It's kind of, but it's not quite a West Coast IPA because it's got some floral to it. It's just a really good balanced beer. Kind of reminds me of Shotgun Willie, which was, of course, Peekskill Brewery's best beer ever.
Right.
And then
Yep.
the last one on this is one of their collaborative beers that Newberg would do with other breweries in the area. And this one is DeChico Boss. DeChico, you could speak
I'm
to,
good friends with the DeChico family. So DeChico's and Son has the best beer program, without a doubt, in this part of the country. And so they do collaborations with different breweries, and thankfully they do a yearly one with Newberg.
Right.
And again, these guys are real. They're Italian. They really like kind of classic style, Belgium style sort of beers. But when it comes to IPAs, you don't mess around.
Oh, this thing is ridiculous. I bought a case and a half of these, thinking
They-
and they're gone now, right?
They sell out
They
so
are
quick.
gone.
All their
I
stuff
tried
is
to get
just-
one. I
yeah,
think
you
you
tried
got
to
like
get
one
one
of the
right
last
after I
4
did,
packs.
and
Yeah.
they're gone. But so, what's your price, buddy? I got one right here.
Well, I think you had one more to show off, and I actually think
Oh,
that
jeez.
I actually think that because you ended up at Sue's.
Is that a
last
Terra?
night-
This is how Craig loses
Oh,
his
that's a
starts.
Terra.
So this is an 11% Terra Boss.
Oh, yes.
Gorgeous.
That's a Terra.
It's
And you
beautiful.
know what? I'm actually.
Don't even open it.
Oh, I'm not
it looks
even-
so good. It's closed.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Well,
Nice.
Night, guys.
It's going to be a
Bye,
quick
everybody
show.
say goodbye.
The
Chris,
show is
you want to
gonna
come
be
up and
quick.
take over?
All right.
Jesus, you guys, I hate you all. I love you, but I really hate you.
So I just want to throw a couple honorable mentions out. The Russian Duck over in Chester, New
I
York.
have 4 beers in front of us.
Amazing beer.
Oh, Industrial Arts,
Industrial
Russian
Arts,
Duck. Industrial Arts is fantastic.
Yep,
So
they are.
the owner of Industrial Arts cut his teeth at Ithaca Brewing,
Ithaca.
where
Flower
he came,
Power.
he came up with Flower Power.
Oh, wow.
He was the head brewer here when they did their build out. So the system here at Peekskill Brewery was built and designed by Chief, as he's
Yeah.
lovingly called. You don't like me none, but that's all right.
Yeah, nobody
And
really does.
then he opened Industrial Arts a couple
And
years
now
back.
Doug is cranking out some good stuff here.
I mean, this
at the brewery.
Doug, by the way, is like one of the smartest
Dude,
people I've ever met.
And he
in my
can use a
entire-
forklift like I've never seen anyone use a forklift.
Yeah, he's
like-
unlicensed. I'm kidding. He's not licensed. He's licensed. It's a
He does
bad
whip
joke.
that thing.
I'm gonna
Don't
get
worry,
sued
only
for
like
this shit,
50
aren't I?
people are watching this. So
So for Russian Duck, what is your favorite beer from Russian Duck? 'Cause that's one I had on my list too. That
What do
and
I-
Industrial Arts for
Yeah,
sure.
what do
Well,
I do?
the thing about Russian Duck is like War Elephant is a great beer, but it's so big. They came out, I don't know, I don't think it was that same year, but shortly thereafter they came up with Baby Elephant, which was their session version. It's the same hop series, but just a much lower weight beer. I'm
Right.
telling you what, man, it's crushable. You can go out hiking and drink them.
crushable.
Right.
That's such a brewery word.
Shut
It
up.
is.
We're at a fucking
Crushable.
brewery.
I'm crushable.
We're at a
too.
brewery, right?
Yeah, right?
Jesus Christ, you guys are the worst.
What do you think about King James though?
Nice.
What do you think about King James? Ooh.
What the hell's going on there?
Anyway,
Well,
Wow.
that was
That was
number
friendly,
one.
friendly fire.
All right.
Jack will try not to say yeah right again.
Yeah, right.
So
You just
let's let him speak then. Jack, what's
go
your
ahead.
favorite brewery around town?
Coors.
Oh, is that around town?
Yeah, it is. You're such
Right?
a fucking loser.
I am. No, actually, it's Peekskill Brewery for me, and I like the Skill Pills.
Skills Pills is a great
That's a
Pilsner.
great beer.
It
It's
is.
a classic
That's also
Pilsner.
crushable.
It is.
Crushable.
To borrow a
Quaffable
word
and
from yours.
flaffable and
Yeah,
whateverable.
flaffable.
Drinkable.
Drinkable,
Go
Henry
home and
Halfs.
flaff one
Henry
off.
Halfs.
Yep.
Henry
But I do like
Applebaum.
Coors Light though.
Henry
I know you
Halfable.
do.
Oh, I know.
But you know what? Actually, so we were out slumming not that long ago, and I pulled out a Miller Lite, and I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
This is a great
on.
beer. I used to drink Budweiser 40s when I lived in the city. My bodega guy was like, "Why are you buying 6?" And I'm like, "Well, because I want to drink 6. Thank you for asking, asshole."
Because I'm a
Like,
drunk.
640s, that is? Or a
yeah,
six
yeah.
pack?
Well,
Oh,
but we would send Katie over, my wife,
Okay.
and she would go over and get four or five 40s, and the guy was just horrified. He couldn't believe this tiny little thing was carrying out all these 40s.
Yeah, can I get 640s? That's something that you don't hear every day, you know?
Oh, but the neighbors loved her. They
Back,
thought
Oh,
she was
back in the
amazing.
day, you might have.
Yeah, back in the day, but I need 6 bags with that, please.
Does anybody need one of these before I put them back in the ice?
Or put them in your tummy?
Well,
Well,
yeah.
I just poured him a
What do you
Terra.
want?
Yeah.
You want the Chico
I
vodka?
think, oh,
What
we
do you
have
want?
we have some people in the audience that may want
Yeah,
one
right?
of these.
Come on up, Mitch. You got it.
Mitch, Mitch was on the air last week, so I don't know
Yeah.
why he's not.
Just don't
he's so
trip over the
shy
cords.
This time.
Yeah,
No,
wait.
which is a testament to the brewery. So yeah, it's a little bit of a Cleveland Baseball Club summer weather. God, this is tough. And everybody's lined up outside. It's not even 1 o'clock even. It's probably even 12.
Oh, they were here lined up, yeah, like around 11:30.
I couldn't believe it. It's amazing. So good job.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great location.
Yeah,
Great
thank
spot.
you guys. Thanks for being back. Like
That's right.
I love filming here. It's great, and we're outside. This is where we
Definitely.
spent most of the, 2020 out
Well,
in
and
this
then
area.
2019,
And 19 and
2018,
Oh, here comes Chucklehead.
17.
Oh, yeah.
Ah, damn it.
Come on, that's the
Should we
best
wait
sound
for
in
him?
the world.
Should we
Yeah.
wait for
Wait
him to
for him.
bark?
Hey, park your
Anyway,
fucking
around
bike.
this time last week, I was making the worst NFL picks of my life. I went 0-3. I did not win a thing. I am not winning.
The
this
hardware, we
beautiful
got the
wrench.
hardware is not
Not coming back
this way
home to
either
me.
way.
I'm 0-3. What were you?
0-3.
You were 0-3.
0-3.
0-3.
1-3.
1-3. But we do
but-
have one winner, because we're all losers basically
Yes.
when it comes down to it.
We should let him
did have a
touch
winner.
it, though. He can't
Yeah,
keep it.
right? Do we?
Oh yes.
Yeah, another one.
So Chris, come up here and accept your award.
Or actually, just
All right,
look
here it
at
is.
it.
Just look at it. You ain't touching
There
it.
he is. Oh,
No.
my God.
You
You're gonna
better
have
get.
to-
You
you're gonna
better
have
get a lawyer, dude.
You're gonna have to talk right into his mic.
You
like,
better
so
call-
get real close.
You
to
Yeah,
it.
better
just,
call
actually
Sal.
just kiss him.
That's right. Don't get too close.
Anyway, good job. Beat it.
Yeah. What you go? You went 3-0.
He nailed them all. Well, he picked 4. Obviously,
His
the more
reach.
bets, the more you're going to win. The more tests, the more cases.
That sounds like somebody else I know. Or knew.
All right, well, congrats. Get off
Congratulations.
my set.
Actually, give me back that
Our
thing. I
set.
need it.
Yeah, right. We'll be beating you up later.
All
By the
right.
way, Jack, did you ever recover from that chokeout you had the other day from old Chris
Not
Lynch?
really.
Yeah, you're looking a little stiff and red back there, buddy.
And that's new for him.
Stiff and red.
I got Damien's number. Damien Jackson will be calling you.
That's right.
He needs some advice.
No, he better be calm.
Oh, you better.
Oh, yeah. right.
Dude.
So,
I don't have my reading glasses on. What's that say?
Phil, did you have any other beers that you wanted to pop over?
Oh
real
yeah,
quick?
for sure. So Russian Duck, which is why when
Yeah.
you mentioned that before, immediately King James came to mind. I
King
love
James.
that beer.
Oh, yeah,
So,
that's
and do
great
you guys
beer.
know
Love
the
it.
story behind the name
With the
James?
cat.
Yep.
Absolutely,
So
yes.
James the brewery cat.
Has
Yes.
nothing to do with LeBron.
Nothing to do with LeBron.
It's a cat that's actually on the label itself.
Yep.
It's like my favorite beer from there.
Yep, they killed it.
Industrial Arts, I do like the heavier beers, as you guys already know. So Torque Wrench for me is the one that's
Oh, yeah.
Wow,
Yeah,
Torque is good.
absolutely.
I mean, that's
You
almost
know.
as big as this Terra Boss from Newburgh.
The one I'm
Right.
drinking?
It is. And I love the
What is
wording
this?
that some of the breweries actually use. It says, presented with
11%.
pale haze, intense aroma, and a chewy mouthfeel that bites you back.
What?
Who wrote that in bed? Like,
I'm
like,
not sure, but
after,
that,
like,
I
I
took
don't know,
that
did they just
literally
make
from
Sweet
the
Sweet
site.
Love and they
it
were
was
just
so
like, oh,
interesting
oh.
to me. I had to take that piece to say.
That
But
sounds-
I love Torque Wrench.
Yeah.
But here, obviously, my favorite by far is Eastern Standard.
Yeah.
I'm an Eastern Standard guy here. beyond belief.
Listen,
you
if they would just freaking make Shotgun Willie again, my life would be complete. It's the best.
He's
brewery.
got a cat
I
named
named my
Shotgun
cat
Willie.
Shotgun Willie
He's
after
down
their
here.
beer.
It was
Found your
that,
cat
it was
here.
that good. So was it IPA? That
It
one
was
I've never
a
tried
rye
yet.
IPA.
Yeah, rye.
Okay.
And the hop was Nelson Savan, I believe.
Mhm.
And they're expensive, and I think they actually got a little crummy, and
Right.
so it's hard to get anything that's just exactly right. But
Right.
even just a little bit of rye, I love it as a base
the
on an
beer,
IPA.
right.
It just makes
Probably
such a good-
can't go over with the rye, I would think.
Oh
You
no,
do-
and
you
I've had
over
over
it,
the rye, and
it'll be
actually
bitter.
there's
It'll
a
be
couple.
bitter.
Yep.
It'll be bitter, right? So yeah.
I'm not a big rye fan, but if it's one on spot like this one used to be, I'll do that. I'm gonna get back into like the porters and stouts more this year. I think I've kind of neglected them because I'm that stupid guy. I'm that guy, the IPA guy. Oh yeah.
But when the
But-
weather gets cold, though,
Right.
that's kind of the way to go.
You know what? I'm
Porters.
gonna pop this other one real quick,
Go
just
for
before
it.
we get out of here. At this segment. So Plan B Brewery, really cool brewery. It's was in Fishkill for a bit, and now it's up in Poughkeepsie.
Oh yeah, we need that.
Yeah.
So Evan Watson, who has been a rock star around these parts for
You're
a long
done,
time, started a
live it
brewery a while back. Evan Watson.
Oh yeah.
So you know he
He
plays
comes here and plays his instruments.
great, but he
Yeah.
opened this brewery on a farm. And he specializes in beers that basically come from his farm. So the
Okay.
one I'm going to share with you today is called Royal Jelly. This is about 4 years old, so it's not quite as old as the other one. But this is a wild ale brewed with local honey, so honey from his farm, aged in bourbon whiskey barrels. So it's going to have a little bit of funk to it. But this is
I
actually...
got a lot
What's
of
the
bit of funk
octane
to
on
it.
that one?
Oh, God, real low, I'm sure. He might not even put it on here.
We got
I would
samples
guess
for the
guess in the
audience?
4 to 5 range.
Samples
Oh, okay,
of plenty.
good. These
Jesus.
are nice drinkable beers.
Yes.
It's quaffable,
Quaffable.
crushable.
Crushable.
You guys are
Henry
so
Halfable.
All right, while I'm pouring these, why don't we start talking about football? We've been
I
having
don't
fun.
want to
Yeah.
talk about football. All right, we'll talk about football.
whatever. But
I-
doing a little shout out to all the Peekskill Mug followers.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's from Arizona to New York to Florida, New Mexico,
Iraq.
of course.
Iraq and Staten Island. for
Staten
sure.
Island for sure. Ohio for sure.
What do I do?
Syracuse,
I have 5
New
Your
York,
drinks in
hand
front
is
of me.
off.
Right.
You guys,
Because we have Peekskill Mug followers all over the country.
sure.
We literally
And
do,
that,
yes.
and like I said, that was the whole reason they're like, what the hell is Peekskill Mugs? Yeah, a little short-sighted on our part not to address it, like we were saying. Peekskill is the in Westchester County, New York, an hour above New York City. It's a great time, great place. I grew up here and I met all these guys here. And if you're in the area, tri-state area, oh hell, whatever. You live in California, fly over. You might have a quarantine for 2 weeks, but come on over
Well,
and then
you know,
enjoy
but-
it afterwards.
right.
When I flew out to California, so one of the best breweries, without a doubt in the world, is Russian River out in Santa Rosa.
Yes.
And they actually do have a little connection. They make Pliny the Elder, which is probably the beer most people know from.
Oh yeah.
Um,
And the younger.
And Pliny the Younger, right?
Yeah,
That's
well,
the double, right? It's the
Well,
double.
yeah, but that's real rare, and you can only get it like on
Out there.
location. And well, anyways, I flew out there a couple years ago. We did a trip from Santa Rosa to San Diego. Not a beer trip, but a trip. And popped up there, and one of our old friends, who used to be the beer ambassador here at Peekskill Brewery, Michael Benz,
Yes.
is now, I don't know what his title is. It's executive something, because he's got a corner office, and he's got really, he was always a nice dresser, but even
That's
better
nice.
now.
But he started here. He was at PB.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
was
started
here.
here
Oh,
as
cool,
their
man.
ambassador. He's basically the
Moving on
position
up.
that Juice
You gonna
is
move
doing
on up?
now. It's outreach, it's sales to an extent.
Marketing, yeah, you're out there.
But, so that's where
Personable.
Ben's cut his teeth, and then he moved out to the best brewery. So
Yeah.
Keith, the owner here, once said, we make all stars, and he did. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
way.
And
That's-
LaShawn, who we mentioned earlier, is
That's
an
3.
all-star.
That's it, right? And then you had
Chief.
Industrial Arts. You had
Well, you had Brendan
Shauna.
O'Brien from the Chicos, who's one of the
Yeah.
sweetest and best beer guys in the world.
Yeah.
So
Well,
yeah, a lot
They're
of
actually almost like New York Jet players. They
yeah,
start at the Jets and then they move on.
No, that's
And
Adam
become
Gates
great.
thing. All right, since you got in,
Yeah, let's get back to
I'm going to
football.
do my
What the
picks,
fuck?
damn it,
Yeah,
because I went 0-3 last week, and I'm going to make amends, and I'm going to get that stupid award back.
Cheers, guys, by the way.
This
Oh,
is
cheers.
delicious. I've been
What should I
drinking while
cheers
you guys
with?
are
Cheers.
talking about that.
It's a
This is-
little sour.
It's a little sour, but that's what a wild ale, because he brews on a cool ship like they do here. And what a cool ship is basically
Yeah, you're right.
before you go into the fermentation tanks, you bring it into a large kind of chilling pool right off the burners, and you just kind of let some of the wild air yeast mix into it, And when you get a wild ale, it's actually they use more of the wild yeast than what they add to it.
Yeah.
Whereas here they let it mix in with their regular yeast, so it's kind of just a little pinch of something.
Oh, before we move on to football,
almost like oak. It's almost like oak.
Well, this was aged after that on oak barrel, whiskey oak barrels.
And this is not a sour. It's not a.
It's a wild ale, but remember
It's
it's been
water.
it's been cellaring for 4 years, so it's gone more sour.
Wow.
like the gimp in the cellar.
That's lovely.
But before
If
we
you
get
can't tell,
on
I'm
to
a
football,
beer
we
nerd.
do actually, we're going to go see our friends who are making beer today. They're at Beer Brewing Day.
Yeah, learn
The
to
Northern
homebrew day.
Northern Westchester Brewers Guild. We got a lot of close friends of this podcast, our personal friends, and of the brewery. So we're going to visit them later and find out what they're making today. So that should be fun. And alcoholic filled.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to start with my
So we're
locks.
just going to drink all day.
Yeah, we are. This is going to be a bad day.
What?
We did this on purpose, Craig. This is fun to me. All right, so my locks for the week. Well, looking back at last week, I only got the Colts-Lions game. Browns looked like fucking trash. They were playing our Craft Food Services Todd's favorite team, which is, of course, the Raiders.
Pulled out of a hat.
Yeah. Anyways, this week, my locks are Dolphins over Cardinals. Arizona's getting 4.5. I'm pulling Washington over the Giants. I just got to do it. I fucking hate the Giants. And then my stretch of the week is Bills over Seahawks. So
Wow.
we're friends today.
Wow.
We're friends today,
Come over
Jack.
here and give me a hug.
I'm going to give
Wow.
you a big kiss, you fucking ass.
Well, let's do that when the
Pucker
cameras are
up.
off, because I don't want to see that personally.
Yeah,
so
you-
I'm not gonna be Jack's friend this week. I'm gonna go for certainly the Seahawks over the Bills, and the Bills are gonna be at home. I believe that the Seahawks are a 3-point favorite in that game.
Yes.
Still?
3.5.
On the road.
Now
On
it's
the road.
3.5.
No. It dropped down to 3 this morning.
Oh,
Oh, it
okay.
did.
See, I'm
Okay.
always 2 days out of date at least.
Right. The Seahawks are throwing 358 yards per game. That is it's unbelievable. It's amazing, and no team has ever ended.
But
the
don't they have
season
some injuries
throwing
going
every
on?
single time.
They can't
do.
stop anybody either.
But
They
I'm
do.
not sure that the Bills can actually. This is going to be a good test, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It'll be a very, very
well,
good test.
the
to
weather's
see
going to
where
be
they're
like
at.
right now, 65 degrees and sunny,
This is like when we used to go.
Which
should
actually,
be.
which actually plays into the Bills' hand.
and no fans.
And no fans, but it plays into the Bills' hand because this is when Josh Allen plays his best. Because he can throw
Yeah.
the ball. Diggs, he's the number 2 receiver this year.
Stat
Jack,
wise,
I
yards.
think you're just saying that because you have those guys on your fantasy team,
mhm.
and that's always I hear that.
Come
Well,
on.
Chris
Allen to Diggs.
Carson.
Come on,
Carson's
Allen to
out, right?
Diggs. all
Even when
day.
I'm not with you, I see that, I hear it. I hear your voice. It's like
Allen
totally
to
like
Diggs.
in my
Allen Diggs. That's
It's- That's gonna. Oh, I should get a shirt that says Allen to Diggs.
That's
2020.
That's my next
2020.
shirt. 2020, Allen to Diggs.
I got the Ravens over the Colts at home also, and that one's also Ravens are getting.
they're getting a point, right?
Yeah, 3.
The Colts have looked pretty good. I mean, the Ravens, they're fine. I'm not worried about them as a team.
Right.
They're playoff bound, but there's just something not clicking with the Ravens right now. And
It seems, and I agree. There is something that's like not right because you would figure that those guys would be blowing through people, and they're not really doing that.
Yeah, they're
not
not
the way
right.
I would
You're right.
expect.
well,
It's
and
strange,
you looked at the
know?
AFC coming into the season. We expected the Steelers to be solid, not
Right.
undefeated solid. I expected the Ravens to, frankly, be undefeated at this point.
Well, the
And they're-
Ravens have the best run offensive rate. It's like 178 yards per game against the Colts that have the second best run defense.
Right.
So it should be very good.
I'm very excited about it.
Yeah, I love it. But I'm still going Ravens. I'm trying to get
Yeah,
that hardware
I hear
back.
you, man. I might have to alter all my picks. Did you finish?
Right.
Well, we know you're picking the Jets on Monday,
Well,
right?
I've never.
Oh,
picked
God.
the Jets this
we have an
year.
important announcement apparently
Yeah.
coming.
Yes.
Oh my God, something. No, I will take the Jets. Damn it! I haven't taken them in 6 years, but I'm going to take them. You don't bet against Belichick, but you know what? Something's telling me this bizarro 2020 world. The Jets are somehow 9-point underdogs, 8.5, 9. It doesn't matter.
The
I think
Jets
they're
are
going to win
+7.
that game, and they're going to screw up the next 20 years.
After that.
Why are they only on +7?
Oh, we
That
got to
doesn't
fill
make
up.
any sense. Why
Hold
are
on,
they
we
only
gotta-
+7?
This is our director
cutting out-
producer, by
he's
the
cutting
way,
out the
Mark,
train.
right here. He's coming through. Look at him patting himself on the back. He's a good
Producer
man.
Mark, everybody.
Producer Marky.
Lynch, go ahead. Get your damn beer.
Hold on. Yeah. Here, send that to Paul.
You want a Coors Light?
Here, Surveyor Paul.
You guys need to be here.
Paul.
Actually,
Yep.
oh, I think Chris just stole the award.
right,
the
so
hardware.
The hardware back.
took
You
the hardware?
bitch. You little bitch.
I know where you live, man.
I'll put
It
it
won't
away.
lock your door.
Oh, good. There's bees still.
Oh,
All right, so we're going to start back up.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
I don't think we ever really finished.
Oh,
you'll
yes, and
cut
my
it out.
last one. Let me just get the last
Yeah.
one in there. So I'm going to go with the Raiders over the Chargers. And I know that's going to be great for, where is he? He's not here at the moment.
Craft Food Services
Where is
Todd might
Craft
be.
Food Services?
Where is
Well,
Todd?
It's
He-
all
he
right.
might
He's probably
sleeping.
sleeping in his car again.
Probably.
Crack
you
the
know.
window down a little bit. It's getting
Yeah.
warm
It
out
was a
there.
fun time at Sue's last night. But,
You guys are the
so-
worst. I can't
You
believe you
Todd
ended
and
up
Sue had
at
a
Sue's.
threesome? What?
well, let's
Can't
not go
believe I
there.
ended up home.
Yeah, how did we ever
You are a
leave?
weird person.
I am.
Char-
It's the second night in a row we tried to get into Sue's.
yeah, that's another story by
We
itself.
tried to get in Thursday
We
night.
had
They
a
wouldn't
police
let us in.
escort going in there last night, which was like horrifying and fun. But the Chargers are actually getting 1 point on this thing as well. I think Carr's gonna have an amazing game. He's gonna go off. It's not even gonna be close, in my opinion. I totally got the Raiders on that one.
Clever Clar.
But Craig, since you had like your Jets, like what you got?
Oh
man?
no,
What
I
else
was
you
saying
got
the
going
Jets.
on?
Yeah, they're gonna find a way to win this game and ruin their 0-16 number 1 draft pick. Blah blah blah. Somehow the Patriots will end up getting the first pick. You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I'm gonna lose this week anyway. But I'm taking also. So I got the Jets getting 9 or 8.5, whatever it is. But the Vikings, I think the Vikings are turning the corner. Sorry, bud. They're taking on the Lions this week, giving 4.
But the Lions, now is Matt Stafford back? Like I
Matt
saw
Stafford's
this
back.
morning.
I think he's back. It
Because
doesn't
he
matter.
has to pass a COVID test
I
tomorrow.
think- I think the
Daniels,
Vikings-
I
you
think
know.
he has to pass one more test
Yeah.
today
right.
for him to play
And he's in.
tomorrow.
I mean, I was
He's had
so
a
excited
false
for Chase
positive before.
Daniels.
Yo,
Yeah, there's been plenty of them.
dude, Chase is making
Either way, the
13
Vikings are
million
gonna win
for
that
4 years. He's got a great deal.
Oh, he's got the best
I think
job
it's 3
of all
years,
time.
not 4, but it's 13 mil. To hold a clipboard, I'll do that. I can hold a clipboard better than
Yeah,
anybody.
then
Believe
you
me.
go
are.
in and you
You
get
are.
exposed as the shitty quarterback you are. That's what happens with all the backups. Really.
It's like, oh,
yeah,
Like, oh,
What
why
do
do
you
you
mean?
get
I got-
$8 million a year?
I got- I gotta
but he still
throw
gets
this?
paid.
Yeah. Oh, it's the best job in the
Yeah,
world.
it
Backup
is.
quarterbacks. Everyone. He could win the governor of the state if he ran, because everyone hates the starting quarterback. Well, not everyone, but most teams hate their starting quarterback. The backup can do no wrong. Hey.
no
Unless
pressure.
it's Johnny Clipboard. Wait, he got kicked out of
Oh,
Canada,
is he
right?
still in the
He
league?
did.
He got banned
Johnny
from
got kicked
Canada.
out of Canada, so did
Johnny
he.
Clipboard.
Wow. That's
Oh, I got
amazing.
kicked out of Canada too. That's a whole nother story.
Oh, I'm a witness to that, actually.
All right, so check our Instagram later for
Yeah, right?
Jack's
For
got
Jack's-
kicked out of
Jack
Canada.
Confessions.
That actually
Jack
might-
and-
might
Jack
be
and
an
the
awful
my
segment.
last one is I'm doing the Ravens as well. Getting a point. Here's the thing with the Ravens.
Yes,
If the team is not good that they're playing against, Lamar Jackson will wipe them out. If it's a team, say the Steelers or the Chiefs or someone important,
right.
they're not going to win the game. Whatever. The Colts, they're going to win this game. They're going to win it by a touchdown, 8 points, but they're getting one, so it doesn't matter. So those are my 3. I got the Ravens, I got the Jets. Oh, why do I do that to myself? And I got the Vikings over the Lions.
Okay,
Sorry, buddy.
my wife will like
Nice
you.
knowing you.
Vikings
You
fan.
know,
He won't.
they're not bad picks.
All right, Jack, you
Good
got
luck.
yours out.
I do actually. Since we are in New York and we're talking about New York beers and New York breweries,
Where are you
Peekskill,
going?
New York. I'm going with this. I'm doing 3 teams from New York.
Whoa.
Oh,
Giants.
wow.
They aren't in New
Well,
York.
they're in New Jersey.
Well, they are in Jersey, but I'm doing the Giants, even though Chris Lynch tried to kill me last week, which is fine. But they are.
He didn't kill you.
They're get-
That's not fine.
That's true.
That means he failed.
But the Giants are getting 2.5 points over the Washington Redskins, and they will win.
All right.
And then I'm going with the Bills at home, getting
Great.
3 points against the Seahawks.
It's going to be a tough game.
It is,
But
but
the
I
Seahawks
think
have
everything,
injuries, as I said.
It's going to be, yeah.
as long as
It's gonna be
Josh
interesting.
Allen goes to Diggs or Beasley all day
Yeah.
and pick back
What
up the
day.
what
ball.
a great last week.
You know, just one after another. Just keep on throwing the ball.
Yeah, and that's
I
why
know
they pay
Singletary-
defensive coordinators.
Singletary is a great running back.
But I hear a but coming.
But I hear
But
a lot
I
of
think,
butts coming.
I think
Butt
they
coming.
should just go back to the pass like they did the first 4 games of the year.
But he's got to roll out more. So Josh Allen, he's been good in
Look,
the pocket.
he's
He's,
a tough
actually
kid.
holding it.
But
Seattle,
he's a tough kid.
you can
Roll
throw
out
against
some more.
Seattle, and everyone can throw against Seattle. They're getting Jamal Adams back. It doesn't matter. They were getting torched when Jamal Adams was there. They're giving
Yep.
up freaking 350 yards a game.
It's almost like the
Through the
Patriots
air,
when they had like
practically.
Brady. He was getting so many points and touchdowns, it didn't matter. So the defense didn't have to be the best.
Right.
It's almost the
Yeah,
same.
win a
kind of
shootout.
thing.
That
Can the
is-
Bills
is
win a
win a
shootout?
shootout.
That's the thing. Can the Bills win a shootout?
No.
Yes.
Well, we'll see.
Buffalo's going to have a
They've
I'm-
good
done it
couple
in the
years.
past.
I'm more-
They've had the biggest comeback in playoff
Well,
history.
comeback is different.
Whatever, but
It's
but they
a shootout, a 37-34
Back and
game.
forth,
Can
yeah.
they win that?
That's-
Can they actually keep it from getting to there? Their defense, can they keep that? I don't know. Not against Seattle.
all right.
I will
I see
see.
Mitch
Well,
off to the
we'll see.
side here.
Only
Mitch,
time
you got
will
any
tell
picks
on
for us
that
this
one.
week?
But you're
I'm
but you're
inspiring. I want to get a little closer so I can hear you a little bit.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But-
Mitch's hearing's going.
but you were talking about the Patriots having Tom Brady. They do not have him this year.
No, they don't.
Hence why the Jets will win their first game of the year over the Patriots.
I mean, it would be good just to shove it up Joe Carr's ass.
Yes.
If anything.
You got that right.
I think he's made more appearances on the show than Chris Lynch.
Well, I keep
Well,
my
wait a
I
minute,
keep
that-
my enemies closer. Though I do owe Joe Carr. He did get me home the other night when we were out having
He
wine.
found out 2 weeks later
Shut
that
up,
Joe Carr.
Shut up, shut up, shut
But
up.
yeah, you know. And
I love you, Joe.
And Belichick can choke on a Subway sandwich.
Yep. Hey, speaking of choking, that Javon Wynn from Chicago, you see him knock the shit out of that Saints player last Sunday?
No.
And he punched him in the head a whole bunch of times. He got
And the
2
guy didn't
games
move though.
suspension.
Two games suspension.
Yeah,
No.
the guy from
Did
the
he
Saints
break any
didn't even move.
fingers?
No,
Right, you don't-
I mean,
It always kills me when someone's gonna hit someone in the face,
Yeah.
right, with a helmet on. It's
listen.
like, you know,
Didn't the Three Stooges teach us anything? It's doink.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
that just goes to show, like, guys aren't stupid. They're just on emotion. That's what happens. They're on emotion. They're just the guy's just throwing a punch because
God, the
that's
biggest
what you do.
enabler I've ever met. God damn.
Enabler. You gave me 5 drinks. I'm trying
Yeah,
them
you're
all.
right. I did. I just sat here and just kept
yeah,
giving
we
them.
drained them all. Actually, they were all quite good.
So Jimmy G, he's out for the season, eh? Is that the word on the street?
oh yeah.
So what's
He's
the,
probably
what
out.
is,
Kittle's
God.
probably out.
Yeah, Kittle's out for the season. So
I
what,
mean,
what are
San
they
Francisco-
doing?
They're tanking.
Yes.
And
Yes.
They're going to have a top 5 pick, and they're a really good team. Obviously, they went to the Super Bowl last year. They're just decimated by injuries, but they're going to get a really good pick, and they're going to get a really good impact player.
Speaking of good picks, do you think that Belichick's gonna lose on purpose to the Jets just to steal? Who's that kid
Trevor
you like?
Lawrence?
Trevor Lawrence.
Absolutely.
I mean, you want to talk about somebody with some
I
stupid-looking
don't.
hair? My
There is
God.
no way he's losing on purpose.
No,
No
not in
way.
this league. Well, the players aren't going to lose on purpose. Like, the
No.
Jets
They-
are playing
they-
like 7
I
I
don't-
rookies.
to play.
I think their quarterback is.
They're
I mean,
if I'm Sam Darnold,
Thank
I
God he
want
fumbled
out.
last
The
week.
fumbler. Oh boy.
The fumbler.
The fumbler. I was looking for overtime last week too. I was like, you're gonna get in there, kick that field goal, it'll be overtime.
And-
that was a very good game to watch. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it was probably super stressful.
I
Yeah,
was
you
so
were
hungover
right.
I didn't care.
Yeah.
I was just watching.
you were at Kyle's, right?
Yeah, I got Kyle's.
If you guys have never been to Kyle's, best cheesesteaks outside
Kyle's
of
is the
Philadelphia.
best place
Absolutely.
to watch the NFL.
Another
He has the
reason to come
NFL
to
package.
Peekskill.
Another reason. That's
Yeah.
right.
Just bring cash though.
Bring
'Cause
cash.
is
Cash
king.
is king.
Cash-
Cash
Cash
is
That's
king.
right.
king.
I'm
Yeah,
American.
Yeah, how much does that ATM
Phil,
in
you got
this
a 20?
place charge? Like $10?
Yeah, like $10, right?
What's
So
in
don't-
your wallet?
Yeah.
Cash.
It better be cash.
You got a
Or you're gonna
wallet?
hit like Brian said, that ATM
Yep.
with that $10 fee.
Now we have
So-
another topic though with Antonio Brown coming back this week.
So, do we actually think that Antonio Brown has like the mental capacity to be a football player anymore? Like he's a bombastic
This is
fucking
it.
weirdo.
He's
This
had
is the
two
last-
he's had 2 practices and he's got Tom Brady as their quarterback.
He's living
So I think he's
with
going to
Tom
actually
Brady.
light up the show.
This is his last chance. This is it.
Yeah, it's
And,
got to
and
be.
it's so
And who's Tampa
incredible.
Bay playing?
He has this many chances.
See, I don't want to get us banned from YouTube, but I have some thoughts about Antonio Brown, involving Cliffs.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
But I don't,
He's a dirtbag.
I'm gonna wish him well. I hope he.
Well, that's
Works
because you're
out
the
there.
sweetest man we know, Phil.
Well, thank you.
I mean, that's why they put us on the opposite side of the table. Like,
I have something
positive,
for Mitch.
negative.
Here, Mitch.
Anyway,
Left, right, left, right.
Yeah, he makes a good point. Antonio Brown did come in killer
we
shape.
yes, he has not been slacking.
Yeah, well,
You know, he hasn't been
Yeah, well, I
drinking
mean-
beers in the parking lot. That's for
yeah.
yeah, I would be testing his hair right now.
sure.
So,
he's
here, sport-wise, we got another thing coming up. We'll just touch on it briefly, but the Masters golf tournament. We're all golfers.
Mm-hmm.
Jack
Ish.
goes out there all the time.
I
Brian's
say
really good.
golfer-ish.
Phil's been out
Can't hit my
there.
fucking driver.
I go and tip the cart girls, whatever.
Yeah.
Keep bringing me seltzers. But yeah, this
You
week
had man
it's
blood.
normally
All right, so coming back, we just pissed off Craig a little bit.
No, just come on. Don't
I was making
fucking
a
lump you.
joke.
Please,
I was
don't
making
lump me
a
in with
joke.
him.
All right. How about
You'll
this? How about the
clip that.
Mets? Let's just mention that Steve Cohen's deal with them finally closed, so the Mets officially have a new owner. I don't know what that actually means, but
Has he been cutting heads? That's a very good point.
Oh,
That's a good one.
he's cut everybody.
Yep.
Right.
He
Craig,
fired,
we
he
should
fired
have
the whole
pulled our
thing.
money together, and we should have bought the Mets.
No, I don't
ourselves.
have any.
well, it's because we lost it all on darts last week to these guys. By the way, I lost like $30 last Saturday playing
What?
the $1 dart game. with you.
$1.
I'm never playing that game
I got,
again.
I got 9 back on Sunday.
So,
about it.
anyways, we're gonna do a class action lawsuit against Jeff for inventing it. Where is Jeff? Oh, he's over there.
Oh, he's over there.
But back to the Masters, and you were
Oh
saying.
yeah, the Masters. It's one of my favorites. I mean, the actual Augusta National Club they're kind of shitty people in general.
Yeah.
Oh, the
others
history.
still got
The
it.
history
Yeah,
and
the history's not
not
good.
even the history, like what's going on now.
Wasn't
But the
Condoleezza
tournament
Rice one of the
itself
first
is amazing.
women that got to play on that club?
Absolutely.
Oh, they didn't. The first woman member wasn't until 2012.
And
Yeah,
I think she was the CEO of IBM.
IBM, yeah, she's still a member. Condoleezza Rice, and they have one other. I want to say one other woman member, but come on, guys, get it together.
Oh, so
It is 2020.
we did
right?
we
So
did
let's-
have an
Well,
election
anything
this
can
week.
happen.
Yeah, hence why Biden won Georgia.
Well, he hasn't won Georgia yet. They're going to go to a recount. But we did get just before we came on air, it became official that Joe Biden and Kamala Harris will be the next president and vice president of these United States. But one of my favorite things that came out on Election Day, so over Philadelphia, somebody rents a plane, gets one of those big banner things and puts Trump loves Jerry Jones and the Cowboys and flies it over Philadelphia. And I'm telling you what, that made me so fucking happy. It was the one thing that I really did enjoy that day because I was I'm on needles.
Right.
I'm surprised, and we still got recounts that are going to happen, but
Right.
not to make us show political,
Right.
but it's going to
No,
be.
it needs to be touched on.
It's
Obviously.
I just think it's important to get back to some level of civility. I'm not a conservative person, but I really do like academic conservatives. I used to watch like the Sunday shows, and there's
yeah.
there needs to be like an academic aspect to politics, and I feel like we're getting at least back in that trend.
I hope so.
'Cause
Right.
I really need that civility.
Absolutely, because there are a lot of people that have like different views about politics, obviously.
Yeah.
So
Sure, for sure.
To get on that same vein and have a policy or a process that actually
Or just
works.
a conversation.
And a conversation. A lot of people have lost their friends over this nonsense, which is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It is
I haven't
nonsense.
talked to you
Insane.
except for this podcast.
You haven't talked to him since yesterday.
Yeah.
But yes, it's good to get back to that and have conversations.
So we'll see how it
you
goes.
know
Good to
what?
have different views. Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Because you learn, you listen, you learn.
Well,
So,
and that's actually
good.
I mentioned the recount. They have to do a runoff in Georgia with both Senate candidates. Besides all that, we had, the control of the Senate now goes back to Georgia, so we get to do like one more election season before we're all said and done.
Before it's all
and
said,
frankly,
that's right.
And once again, politicians are like diapers. They need change and offing.
well, but Wu-Tang is forever.
Wu-Tang is forever.
It is.
And that's what
Politicians are temporary.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang is
One
forever.
of the best ever.
All right, there we go.
Hold on, I gotta
The
That's all I
Metro
got.
North.
plug that.
Two words: term limits.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it. The thing about in congressional things is, as the longer that you sit in Congress, you get more senior positions, and that's kind of the big argument against term limits. Is how do you figure out who deserves or who has earned within your party, and it is a party thing. These senior positions, and I think that problem can be figured out. I am fully in support of the idea of term limits.
Wow, you and I agreed twice today.
Go fuck yourself.
Oh my God, that's why the weather is so warm here today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, because
No wonder.
Thank God for Al
Should we
Gore.
end on that?
Al Gore's
Because
global
It's
warming.
like, yeah,
But before we go, if you
No.
guys are checking out my shirt, what do you got?
No, I was just going to say the Air Force and Army game was postponed
it was
today
postponed. Yep.
because of COVID.
Yep. We hope we can get that back because Air Force,
Just-
it's
just
not
the
it's not the
military-
Army Navy game, but Air Force. My wife's father, my father-in-law, was an Air Force guy, badass. And
my father's an Air Force guy.
I mean, I wish I could. I mean, that's where I'd want to be. But like that one movie, I'm colorblind as shit, so they've never let me. I can wash the floors or something, the poop decks.
But just another hit on college football. Syracuse is playing Boston College.
Yep.
At 2 o'clock.
Ohio
And-
State's playing
Awesome.
Rutgers
Yep.
at 7 tonight.
Go Orange.
Go
That's right. Go on.
Yeah.
Scarlet and Gray.
Tanya, Allie, that's for you.
All right.
But yeah,
But
I
you were
mean,
gonna touch the shirts. You were gonna say.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
absolutely.
Yeah.
this kick-ass shirt I got here. Obviously PeekskillMugs, and it's in my favorite team color, the Jets. I don't know why they're my favorite team, but
Your
they
colors
are.
are what? Green and black.
Green, black. Well, they made up new colors. The Jets made
Yeah,
up
right.
like Gotham green and jet black
Don't
and
worry. We have like
extra white or whatever it
Honolulu
is.
blue. I've never
Yeah.
heard of that except with Detroit Lions. So Honolulu blue.
But this
so
is the actual first PeekskillMugs merchandise you can get.
Yeah, this
It
is the
is.
official. This is the
Shirts
official.
by
official.
Irrational
look
Entertainment.
Look at Brian's. That one is so
That-
sharp,
mm.
man.
Right?
I mean, I love it.
We'll
It
see.
has
I'm
like an
gonna
old
have to
school
get one
feel
of
to
those.
that.
And where
love
can you
that.
get these again?
Well, you can go to Instagram, and if you follow Irrational_Entertainment, you can find all the gear there. Because if you just click on the link it's going to send you link in bio, and it'll
Right.
send you to his Etsy store. TW, our guy behind the cameras
Cheers,
and everything.
TW.
And the
does.
guy who's been shooting every time
And
Jack
he
speaks
shot
out.
Jack in the face twice
yeah,
today.
yeah, right.
Why did you shoot Jack
Just
in the
one
face
more
again?
time.
How about,
Go for
how
it.
about shoot
Oh.
Jack in the face shirt? I would buy that one.
But I want to see one in the eye. Yeah. Oh, one.
Jesus.
Smoking, baby.
But what are we doing over
I don't
here?
know. Hey, listen. Let's get over to the.
Yeah.
Let's go get to the homebrew.
We got some people to talk to.
So,
But guys, it was a great time today. Beautiful
We-
weather. Thank you for all being here.
Love you guys.
You can't tell, but we got like 1 million people out there.
there's a million people. My wife and my
million.
son just got here.
The wife and son are here.
All the PeekskillMugs here. We
All
got
the
them
mugs.
side over
Yeah.
here.
And we got everyone. And it was a great time to
Hi,
be back
baby
here at
Aiden.
Peekskill Brewery. I thought it was great.
Did
you
we
know.
do a shout out to the Staten Island guys?
Absolutely. First off the bat, Danny and Fred.
Danny
love
and
you
Fred,
guys
man.
and the crew. Hope you guys have a great day today. They would have been up here, but they have a guys' night out, and we all know how valuable those are. So
We had a
and I
guy-
think
we
there's
had
a
a guy
girls' night
voice.
happening.
We had a
out.
guy
Guys
morning
morning.
out.
yeah, we had a guys' morning out. So yeah.
Yeah, we're on our way out.
Yeah.
And we got to go drink more beer over at the Finn and Brew. So
Oh,
we'll see how it
horrible.
goes.
Such a chore.
Horrible.
My God.
Horrible.
So,
Horrible.
all right.
All
We'll
right.
see you guys in a little bit.
See you next week.
All right.
See you guys later.
Peace, love, respect. We're out.